wise man once told me 3 days ago that speeches should be like miniskirts. Long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to keep people's attention. Daddy told me that. All right, for most of you who don't know, Daddy and I go way back. I'm not saying roommates. And all I can remember Daddy saying growing up was, "Pat, I wish I was more like you." But to be honest, Daddy, I wish I was more like you. In that, I wish I had a boat. All right, enough with the one-liners. You've been there for me since summer camp when we were like 10. Mom left us. I cried all day. I didn't talk. You picked me up. But yeah. What does that say? There's a lot of stories I would like to tell, but we'll keep those to ourselves. I'll just end it with that. But not that, no, hold on. You've been a great brother, you've been a great friend, you're my best friend. I appreciate everything you've ever done for me. Yeah, love you, dude.
All right, round of applause for Patrick. Up next, Patrick's going to hand the mic over to Jenna and Amanda for our next speech.
You did get your name right. I appreciate that. Do you want to stand over here? So we can just be at attention? Oh, I don't want to hold that. Do you want to hold it? No? Okay. All right. So for those of you who don't have the pleasure of knowing us, allow us to introduce ourselves. I'm Amanda, and I've known Laura for about 25 years or so? Almost 25 years. Seems like a lifetime. Practically has been. And Daddy has been blessed with my presence for about the last 7 or 8 years.
And I'm Jenna, and I've known Laura, well, we went to grade school together in high school, but we didn't really become close until college. I'm a little like mold. I take a little while to grow on people, but once I do, you just can't get rid of me. When Laura asked us to give a speech, and I guess I should say when Amanda and I volunteered to give a speech, she asked us to say only nice things. So, thank you for coming and have a great night. I'm just kidding. If we have to say nice things, we're just going to solely focus on Laura tonight.
So we really wanted this speech to come not only from us, but from the women really dear and close to Laura. So we asked everyone to describe her in one word. And some words we got were thoughtful, caring, sweet, energetic, and selfless. Just to name a few. But what's funny is that when we were in LA for Laura's bachelorette party, shout out to Uncle Mike. Where you at?
There he is. What's up, baby?
There you are. Deb actually made a comment about how she was so grateful that Laura had such thoughtful and caring friends. But what Deb and Laura may not know is that Laura actually is a model for that. Like, we strive to have those qualities, and we're just so grateful that you've always represented that. Laura has such a good heart, which in my opinion, as Laura knows, is the #1 quality that her and Daddy share.
Daddy has changed a lot over the last 8 years. He's grown on me, a little like mold, and he's now actually one of my favorite humans. Don't record this because I'm not going to admit to this later. He's extremely caring, he's giving, he's extremely thoughtful, he's a wonderful dog dad, and he's so devoted to Laura and her happiness. He's all the things. Oh yeah, you can clap for that. Heck yeah. Fuck yeah. He is. He's honestly all the things that I wished and prayed Laura would find in her soulmate. Truly, he is. And you two have such a beautiful, wild, crazy, fun journey ahead of you. There's going to be highs, like babies, and landing 360s while you're surfing. And you have to be ready for the lows, okay? Like when T-Bell's closed and there's no mac and cheese in the house, all right? Okay?
Lowest of the lows.
That's all-time low. That's some hard stuff. But we all know, with your devoted love for each other, your faith, and the support of all these wonderful people you surround yourselves with, you guys in your marriage is going to prosper.
Daddy, remember when you told us that we were stuck with you for the rest of our lives? That's forever, ever? All joking aside, like we feel so fortunate to have both you and Laura in our lives. We're so happy for you both. We truly mean it. And we really consider you to be more like friends, or more like family. Jeepers! More like family than friends. We love you both.
Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. O'Connor.
All right, round of applause for Jenna and Amanda. At this time, they're going to hand the mic over to the father of the bride, Mark, for our next speech.
Okay. Well, I understand there are two objectives. Keep it short, as Pat said, and don't embarrass my daughter. I can keep it short, so we'll try that. First, I want to thank you all for coming. I think I speak for Diana and Mike and Justin and Laura that we know you've taken time out of your busy lives, dodged hurricanes, some of you, the mountains. Although, did you come for the weather? I think you came here for the weather from California. Minnesota road construction, the trucks on I-80, which I dread. So we really thank you all for coming. It's family. It means everything to all of us, and we do appreciate it. Secondly, I wanted to welcome Justin to the family. You know we care about you and we know we love you, and it's only grown as we've come to know you over the last few years. So now that I've met your family, it's just fantastic. Diana and Mike, you have so much to be proud of. You really do. Lastly, Laura, I just wanted to say, your mom and I love you, and we love especially that you're happy. And you found someone to care about, for the rest of your life. You know, that doesn't happen to everybody, and you should feel very grateful for that. So we love you, and we wish you all the best. So.
Yeah, a round of applause for the father of the bride.
Thank you. Okay.
And last but not least,
I'm not done yet.
he's not done.
Sorry.
My apologies. Keep on going.
One more thing. Along with that, I did want to thank my wife, Deb. We're going to have 37 years together here in a couple of weeks. So I love you and couldn't be happier. So thanks, everybody. I am done now.
All right. All right, and last but not least, we are going to have some closing words from the groom, Justin. Let's give it up for Justin.
Give me a second here. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Is it? Yeah. Hold it closer. Got it. So when organizing our thoughts, Laura and I's thoughts for this speech, we asked ourselves, why do people attend weddings? And we came up with some reasons that we'll share with you. The obvious, love and support. Some of you at my table are here for the free beer. Some of you maybe in the corners are here due to obligation. So maybe some of you are engaged and taking notes. Some of you may be married and reminiscing. But whatever the reason, we wanted to share with you that you guys are part of one of the largest weddings our hotel and trolley company has had. So if the ride over was cozy, that's why. But our point here isn't to highlight, or isn't to say bigger is better, but to highlight the level of effort you all put in to be here, to show your love and support for us, and we feel it. You were all invited intentionally, and thanks for coming. Mom and Dad, you're in the hot seat. I'd like to take a moment to thank you guys for your unwavering support and love over the years, and for accepting Laura and welcoming her into the family. Your willingness to watch one or both of our fur babies on weekends away, or while we're in Maui for 6 days next week, is greatly appreciated. Mark and Deb. For those of you that follow Dave Ramsey, he suggests waiting a year. He suggests newly married couples to wait a year before they buy a house, because it takes that long to realize how close to your mother-in-law you want to buy. I have now lived within a stone's throw of you guys for almost a year, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Your willingness to help with home renovation projects, letting our dogs out when we can't make it home by 6, or hosting Sunday dinner is wonderful. We also thank you for your contribution to this evening. I still want my tools back. If my garage were any bigger, I'd have more of them. My beautiful bride. You haven't seen this part yet. I knew I wanted to marry you, but I didn't lead on to it while we were dating, because I also wanted the proposal to be a surprise to you. On the day I planned to propose, we were at your great aunt JoJo's for a family barbecue. You offered to get me a drink twice, and I turned you down both times, and that should have been to tell that something was up. Right after dinner, I went to the center of the patio, the outdoor patio where we were having dinner, and I dropped to a knee. I was more nervous at that moment than any moment I can remember, but I'm not sure why, because I was so sure of myself. And of course, I knew you were going to say yes. I am excited to love you forever. Thank you for saying yes.
Can we cheers? Yeah, cheers!